Hi, I'm Sheila Calloway. I am the Davidson County Juvenile Court Judge, and I'm excited to be here to tell you about our mission. As the Juvenile Court, our mission is to prevent problems from happening and to promote the positive potential of everyone that comes in our building and to pursue fairness and hope. And we work each and every day in order to accomplish that mission.
Hi, I'm Stacia Freeman with Epic Girl. We're an agency that believes that relationship changes everything. One girl that comes to mind for me when I think about the work of Epic Girl is a young girl who had gotten in repeated trouble over and over and said that she really felt like she had no advocates and had lost her voice. Through working with her while she was placed in residential, we were able to see her weekly for 9 months, and now she's almost 22 and we still are in contact. I think Epic Girl is a organization that really focuses on empowering girls not only through educational curriculums, but consistent, healthy relationships, perseverance. We found that through that connection, girls can really find their inner hero and become the girls that they were meant to be.
Go, Preds, go! Sheila Calloway, Juvenile Court Judge, and we stand with you all the way to the Stanley Cup. Go, Preds, you got this. Go, fight, win!
The Diversion Partners Program, better known as DP2, was developed to divert low and moderate risk level youth ages 12 to 18 away from formal court prosecution by placing them back in the graces of the communities in which they reside. These community-based organizations have been vetted to ensure they share in juvenile court's mission and vision of promoting the positive potential of youth and families. The goal of DP2 is to provide non-punitive, restorative, and therapeutic alternatives to the juvenile justice system. On average, DP2 refers more than 30 youth each month. These organizations provide mental health and substance abuse services as well as mentoring and career development opportunities.
Now, when I talk about preventing problems, I can think about one family in particular that went through one of our many programs that we have, our Safe Babies Court. And this family, as they went through on one child and learned better parenting skills and learned how to give that child nourishment and support and love and structure, they became pregnant with a second child. And that child has an absolutely better chance of surviving with that family because of our programs and our ability to prevent problems.
When victims come to me, they have just been through a crisis, or a family member was. I listen to their stories and help them through their trauma. I will make sure that their voices are heard through the whole process. I will provide services to assist the victims with their needs as well. I provide tools to help prevent future problems, offer them guidance in pursuing fairness and hope in the system, and promoting positive outcome for all.
Go Preds! Go Preds! Sheila Calloway, Juvenile Court Judge, and we are here standing with you all. Go Preds, go! It was one Christmas when we were at one of our pencil partner schools, and a little girl came up to our Santa Claus and he said, "What do you want for Christmas?" I was not prepared for her response when she replied, "I want my family back together." It was at that moment that I understood the impact we have at juvenile court to establish healthy connection within the family. As a community outreach coordinator, our role is to establish healthy relationships within our workplace through staff engagement initiatives and within the community through community engagement initiatives. We also do our part to stay connected to the community via social media and our website to ensure the community is always aware of the supports and resources available to them. In all that we do, our hope is that we're doing our part to prevent problems, promote positive potential, and pursue fairness and hope within our community and within our workplace. When I think about promoting the positive potential of everyone that comes into our building, I think about particularly our youth that go through youth court with our partnership with Metro Nashville Schools. And in that program, a youth who has committed a minor offense is represented by a youth that they go to school with as their attorney. And then there's youth who serve as the attorneys for the state. And as the jury members, as the clerk, as the court officer, they are learning all the processes that it takes to run a courtroom. And the youth who made that mistake, they are able to have a consequence that holds them accountable, but yet brings them back into the fold of their school community. That's what we mean about promoting the positive potential of everyone that comes into our building.
CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. Our agency works closely with Juvenile Court and the Department of Children's Services to provide seasoned community volunteer advocates that go in and get to know the children and the sibling groups and the families that they're working with, so that way they can provide fact-based evidence back to the judge or magistrate. And our hope is that the judge or magistrate can take that information and in turn make a more well-informed decision on the outcome for that child or for that family.
So when I think about promoting the positive potential of everyone that comes into our building, I think of this particular case that I had, where a mother who had lost custody of her children, where everybody around her didn't give her a chance to really overcome the barriers that prevented her from regaining custody. Except she had one friend, a pastor from a local church, who came to court with her and who said, "I will give this lady a chance." And we gave that lady a chance. And today, she has been drug-free for many years. Her children are grown, we're in her custody, and are very successful in our community. That's what I mean about promoting the positive potential of everyone that comes into our building.
Hi, I'm Rakisha Bryant with Cafe Momentum Nashville, where we work with young people and provide them culinary arts, training skills, workforce development, life skills, and social skills. We provide a paid internship for our program so that we can make sure our young people are prepared to thrive instead of just survive by creating new pathways for opportunity for them. One of our young people that recently graduated our program actually has done some catering jobs and is prepared to go to Nashville State in the fall after he graduates high school. His goal was to learn how to make pasta from scratch, and we made sure that happened. We're always looking to partner with our young people on the education process because our goal is to eat, drink, change lives. If you would like more information about how to get young people involved with Cafe Momentum, please look at our social media handles at Cafe Momentum Nashville. You can email me directly at rokisha@cafemomentumnsh.org. That's ROKEISHA at cafemomentumnsh.org. Keep in mind, we're looking for young people ages 15 to 19 who have been affected by the juvenile justice system. If you have someone in mind, please come our way.
When I think about promoting the positive potential of everyone that comes into our building, that everyone includes the staff. So when I started this job, I decided that we had to do a job audit to make sure that everyone who worked there was in a position that truly promoted that person's skill set. And so after we talked to everyone and found out what made them happy, what made their jobs exciting, what did they want to do, we were able to place people in positions that truly promoted their positive potential. And as they were working in positions that they felt great about, they were able to transfer that feeling to the people that they were serving. They were truly able to turn that around and promote the positive potential of the people that they were serving. And that's what it means to promote the positive potential of everyone that comes into our building.
One family that we've worked with that stands out to me is a youth who was gang involved. He was heading down the wrong track, just wasn't making the right decisions. We were able to get him paired with a mentor, get him job resources, and even have him graduate from high school. He's now working full-time in construction and kind of credits his work with juvenile court as part of his success. The high-risk probation unit deals with youth who have violent offenses, either gang-involved, gang-affiliated, or at risk of DCS custody. We provide services in the home for the youth and the family. We work with the school to make sure that they get their credits together. And we also provide them linkages with mentors and try to get them job resources in the community. We have a specialty court that is the GRIP court, which stands for Gang Resistance Intervention Program, where we really center in on these goals and working with these youth.
Anchor down, go Vanderbilt, go. Sheila Calloway, juvenile court judge. As a proud alumni of Vanderbilt University, we support the Doors. Go Vandy, go. Yes, soccer, we're here, we're winning. Go Nashville Soccer Club. Davidson County Juvenile Court Judge Sheila Calloway, and we support you. Go Nashville Soccer Club. Go, fight, win. Go, Fred. Juvenile Court, Sheila Calloway, Juvenile Court Judge, we stand with you. Congratulations on that great win. Go, Preds. We're proud of you. We're standing with you.
Play ball!
All right, let's go Sounds. Let's go. I am Sheila Calloway, the Juvenile Court Judge, and we are here to support you. We support our Sounds. Go Sounds, go. Fight, win. Go Titans, go. Sheila Calloway, Juvenile Court Judge, and the Juvenile Court stands behind our Tennessee Titans. Good luck, good win. We know you can do it. Go Titans, go Titans, go.
The Juvenile Court Youth Court Program is a collaboration between Tennessee Youth Courts and Metro Nashville Public Schools. Youth Court is currently operating in 7 high schools across the county as a diversion program focusing on restorative practices while teaching accountability. The Youth Court program is conducted by students within the school who are trained in every facet of the judicial system by court personnel. School staff and local attorneys assist in mentoring youth court students. Youth who successfully complete the recommendations of the youth court process benefit from learning new skills while contributing to their school and residential communities. It is our hope that youth court will expand to all high schools within Metro schools.
Hi, I'm Sheila Calloway, and I am the Davidson County Juvenile Court Judge. Now, for years, I worked in the criminal and the juvenile system as a public defender, and then as a juvenile court magistrate. And in those roles, I could really see how broken our system was, and how we worked in silos and we didn't collaborate amongst agencies and communities. And so, as a juvenile court judge, it was my mission to make sure that we were working with every aspect of our community, with the school system, with the police department, with the public defenders, with the district attorneys, with the other court systems, with community organizations, nonprofits, for-profits, everyone who has that one interest, making sure that each and every one of our children in our community have an opportunity to be successful. We all can join together on that mission. And working together with me as the juvenile court judge, we can achieve that goal.
The family that comes to mind is a couple that came in together. They both had substance use issues that were impacting their children. One thing we were able to do in our family recovery court program was to not only get them assessed for their substance use, but mental health needs as well. One thing we like to do is treat the whole person. We were able to get them connected with community resources. We were also able to monitor their sobriety, stability, and other needs for a longer term, which means better outcomes for them and their families. In the end, we were able to reunite them with their children. We also use the same approach with our youth recovery court. We do include how to prevent problems and explore their positive potential.
I am Sheila Calloway, the juvenile court judge, and we support our Tennessee Titans. We wish you luck in the playoffs. We know you're gonna make it. Go Titans, go!
One of the most influential and inspirational stories that I can think of is that of an older gentleman that needed assistance with his arrearage payments. Not only did he need assistance with his arrearage payments, he also needed assistance with being referred to resources that involve GED, visitation, modification of child support. We were able to help him, as well as many others, by just simply walking through the door. We were able to sit down with him hands-on, walk him through the process of filing the proper paperwork. We were also able to sit beside him in court so that maybe he wouldn't feel nervous. If you need any of this assistance, just please come to 100 Woodland Street and we'll be happy to help you.
Hi, I am Sheila Calloway, the Davidson County Juvenile Court Judge. And working as a public defender and as a juvenile court magistrate, over the years, I understood that our system needed more connectivity. We were working in silos. We weren't working together for the interest of all of our children. And that's why I wanted to be the juvenile court judge. I wanted to bring in that spirit of collaboration, working with the police department, with the school system, with the public defender's office, with the district attorney's office, with all of the nonprofit organizations and the for-profit organizations that are in our community to help our youth. And I wanted to work with our community as a whole to make a positive difference in the lives of all of our children. When we collaborate, we have one goal in mind, the goal that all of our children deserve to have an opportunity to be successful in our community. And as the juvenile court judge, I see that it's my role to help with that process, to help with the collaboration so that each and every one of our children have that opportunity to be successful.
Within Safe Babies Court, we have been so lucky to have foster families who are willing to bring the parents into the fold, or even bring them into their home during the holidays so that that parent can have that extra time with their child and learn what's working with their child as their child develops. These foster parents have also been willing to step into that parent's home to help them engage on that reunification process as well. Our parents come into our Safe Baby Court program wondering, am I just here to do A, B, C, and B, and then you'll give me my child back? But that's not typically how we work our program. We really engage with that parent to help them be the best parent they can be, not identify what they've done wrong and what their struggles are, but help them move forward in this process, not just by checking boxes, but also looking at that trauma element that may have brought them here. We identify what needs that child may have along with their siblings from the ages of 0 to 3. We engage in the parent and child bonding experience as well. So we look at the holistic view. Where did the parent come from? What's going on with the child? How can we best help them parent so that they never have to enter our system again?
The Davidson County Juvenile Court strives to be the national model for youth justice by taking a holistic approach to fostering the health, well-being, and safety of children, families, and communities. When I think about the vision of juvenile court and how we're taking a holistic approach to support the families and the children in our communities, I want everyone to know that we are open for all. Even if your child has not committed an offense, if you're struggling, if you know that there are changes in your child's behavior and you know that you've got to do something, reach out to us and we will be that service to help you connect your child to the right resources to help that child in a holistic way to be a productive member of our community.
The Metro Superintendent Center is led by Juvenile Court in collaboration with the Metro Nashville Public Schools and the Metro Nashville Police Department. Our youth are referred to us either as a petition or as a citation for loitering during school hours. Our cases are worked either informally or formally before a juvenile court magistrate. And during the case management process, we find success in many ways. They could be minute and they could be humongous. Some of the cases that we have had success in have either been helping a group of siblings get out of a human trafficking situation or helping a youth overcome many barriers during her senior year and helping her graduate. But in the end, we are still striving to prevent problems, promote positive potential, and pursue fairness and hope.
All right, let's go Sounds, let's go. I am Sheila Calloway, the juvenile court judge, and we are here to support you. We support our Sounds. Go Sounds, go! Fight, win!
Play ball!
Brandy was a woman who had her car stolen by a young person. It was devastating to her, completely devastating emotionally, physically, her sleep, her relationship with her family, completely upended by her car being stolen. She had a lot of valuables in there that she just never got back. We gave Brandy an opportunity to actually sit down and talk with the young person who was involved in stealing her car, and she took it. They talked, they spent about 3 hours sharing stories together, stories of each other's life, stories of how this impacted Brandy, stories of the young person and how this young girl had come to be involved in stealing this car. They decided to put together a plan where the young person would make it right to the greatest extent possible. She would pay her back over the next few months money that she was out as a result of this incident. And she did. She's gone on to graduate high school. She's gone on to get a job. She's doing great. Brandy was able to process the harm and hurt that happened to her. And she's doing well also. And this is what the Restorative Justice Diversion Program is all about. It's about people who've experienced harm at the hands of young people, talking about the impact of the harm and ways of repairing it. Hopefully so that young people never do it again.
According to the Tennessee statute, the purpose of juvenile courts is to provide for the care, protection, and wholesome moral, mental, and physical development of children coming within its provisions, and to remove from children the taint of criminality and the consequences of criminal behavior, and substitute, therefore, a program of treatment, training, and rehabilitation. When I think about the true purpose of the juvenile courts and what the law says we are to do, it's easy to say, just lock up children. If they do something wrong, they should just be locked up. But what the law tells us is we have to provide for them a program of treatment, training, and rehabilitation. What we absolutely know is that locking kids up does not mean that they will be rehabilitated. What we have to do is to provide those programs for them, the programs that we know will work. The programs that are in our community that can help support our youth and help them to get back on the right track.
Hello, I'm Lionel Matthews Jr. and I'm the Davidson County Juvenile Court Clerk. In the Juvenile Court Clerk's office, it is our mission to provide everyone using the juvenile justice system with the highest level of efficient and courteous service in a manner that is fiscally responsible. Our duties include being the keeper of records, processing and maintaining all legal documents that are filed, preparing dockets and scheduling hearings, providing a courtroom clerk for all hearings, and acting as the fee office, which means that we also administer victim compensation trust accounts for all minors in Davidson County. Employees of the Juvenile Court Clerk's Office cannot provide you with legal advice. However, we can provide legal information, and that means we can provide facts about the legal process. We can answer questions like, where do I go to file a custody petition? Or, where can I find the local court rules for juvenile court? Or, I'm listed as a respondent on this document. What does that mean? And in addition to the responsibilities that we have in court, the Juvenile Court Clerk's Office meets young people where they are. Whether it's partnering with the Salvation Army to provide their Angel Tree program, or working with My Brother's Keeper Nashville to provide mentorship and literacy tutoring, we'd like to go beyond the walls of court to service our community and create better outcomes for our city's youth.
Nashville Soccer Club, Sheila Calloway, Juvenile Court Judge, and we stand behind you. You got this. You can do this. Go Nashville Soccer Club. Go. Fight. Win.
The intake department is responsible for receiving and processing complaints, citations, custody petitions, runaway and unruly filings, dependency and neglect filings, and completing the static risk prescreener on eligible cases. The information window on the main level of the Juvenile Justice Center is where you would file for custody of a child due to neglect or abuse. There should be no other cases pending in another county. If there has been a dependent neglect change of custody, the new petition would need to be filed in the county that the original petition was filed in. The information window is open between 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. To file a petition, it costs $127.75, and that payment is due the day you file. Your paperwork will be processed the day you file, and you will receive a court date. An attorney is not required to file a petition. You will need to have the child's current address, the current guardian's address, and information about the parents. The child should have been residing in Davidson County for at least 6 months. You can contact the main line at 615-862-8000 for guidance.
You know, when people meet me in the community, they always say, as the juvenile court judge, it must be really difficult working with all those children. But what I have to remind people is that literally 2/3 of the cases that we handle in juvenile court deal with the parents, whether it's about child support or custody or neglect and dependency or abuse cases. The majority of the things that we deal with in court are about the parents and what's in the best interest of their children. And so what I want to encourage everyone to understand, that because of parents' actions, it affects how their children are going to behave in the future. And so if a parent fights with another parent in front of the child, that is a traumatic experience for that child. And that could lead to difficulties with the legal system later on in their lives. So if I could encourage parents to always put your best foot forward as you are around your children, as you're talking to your children, as you are raising your children, give them your best so that they have the best opportunity to succeed.
The goal of the ARCH program is to empower the family to work together for the best interests of the child while determining permanent placement. The ARCH program was designed to support parents, caregivers, and children in private party custody cases. The ARCH facilitator assesses the strengths and needs for permanency and provides resources to all parties involved. The facilitator works closely with the community agencies to provide wraparound services to assist parents and caregivers through the transition of custody.
Go Doors, go Doors. As a proud double door Sheila Calloway Juvenile Court Judge, we stand behind you. Go Vanderbilt, go. You got this. Go, fight, win.
The Foster Care Review Board team consists of facilitators that manage 17 review boards. Every child who's placed into the custody of the Department of Children's Services in Davidson County must have periodic reviews pursuant to state and federal laws. The board members work with the department to make certain that each child is receiving the services and resources needed to promote a safe, positive, and healthy environment. On any given day, there's approximately 650 children in custody from Davidson County. Due to this volume and the belief that citizens are a vital community resource, boards are comprised of citizen volunteers with the Foster Care Review Board teams facilitating the boards. Technical assistance and training are provided by the Administrative Office of the Courts.
According to the information from the police data, juvenile arrests have definitely decreased over the years. In 2013, the police arrested over 4,500 youth. By the end of 2021, that number was decreased to less than 1,500 youth. That is a decrease of about 70% of our youth in the community that were being arrested for crimes. And the reason that is a number is because of the collaborations that have happened over the years between all of the many providers for our youth, and because of the work within our community. And so when you think about the work of the police department, of the district attorney, of the public defenders, of the school system, of our nonprofit organizations, of our for-profit organizations, of the Department of Children's Services, of every group that is concerned about the welfare of our youth, we have done an amazing job of decreasing the number of youth that come into our system from an arrest. We hope that that trend continues for years to come, and that we do not have youth who have to be arrested in our community.
It can be difficult navigating the juvenile justice system when you and your family get a referral to youth advocate programs, a nationwide nonprofit in 32 states, the District of Columbia, and here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're here to help. What that means is we work with the youth, the program participant, as well as families through our wraparound advocate model. In a study conducted by the John Jay College of Criminal Justice, they found that 86% of youth that had a successful discharge from our program remained out of the court system for at least 6 months. Further, 90% remained in the community for at least 12 months following discharge of our program. Most importantly, we have a no eject, no reject policy, so you and your family can rely on the services that our team of advocates provide to you and your family in the community. We welcome you to Youth Advocate programs here in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you.
When people ask me about the state of our youth, I think it is strong. We have so many youth in our community that are making good decisions and making the right choice. When you look at the police data over the years, there's a definite decrease in the number of youth who have been arrested. In 2013, the number of youth who had been arrested was over 4,500. When you look at that same period of time in 2021, that number decreased to under 1,500 youth who have been arrested. That means a significant number of our youth are not being arrested and not in trouble. I also think about in 2019, there were about 450 youth who were convicted of serious crimes. When you think about our school system in 2019, where there were over 86,000 students, the number of youth who were convicted of serious offenses was 0.5% of the youth in our school system. 0.5 is a very small number. That's because of the collaborations between all of the many agencies that have been working with our youth, the school system, the police department, the district attorney, the public defenders, the nonprofit organizations, the for-profit organizations, our community at large have all been collaborating along with us at Juvenile Court to support all of the many programs that we do to support our youth in our communities. Our youth and the state of the youth is good. We're doing great things together. Let's continue this trend. Let's continue making sure that our youth have all of the resources they need to be successful in our community. Hi, I am Sheila Calloway, the Davidson County Juvenile Court Judge. In working as a public defender and as a juvenile court magistrate, over the years, I understood that our system needed more connectivity.
The Juvenile Court Clerk's Office meets young people where they are. Whether it's partnering with the Salvation Army to provide their Angel Tree program, or working with My Brother's Keeper Nashville to provide mentorship and literacy tutoring, we like to go beyond the walls of court to service our community and create better outcomes for our city's youth.
And this is what the Restorative Justice Diversion Program is all about. It's about people who've experienced harm at the hands of young people, talking about the impact of the harm and ways of repairing it, hopefully so that young people never do it again.
I think Epic Girl is a organization that really focuses on empowering girls not only through educational curriculums, but consistent, healthy relationships, perseverance. We found that Through that connection, girls can really find their inner hero and become the girls that they were meant to be.
Hi, I'm Rakisha Bryant with Cafe Momentum Nashville, where we work with young people and provide them culinary arts, training skills, workforce development, life skills, and social skills. We provide a paid internship for our program so that we can make sure our young people are prepared to thrive instead of just survive by creating new pathways for opportunity for them.
CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. Our agency works closely with Juvenile Court and the Department of Children's Services to provide seasoned community volunteer advocates that go in and get to know the children and the sibling groups and the families that they're working with, so that way they can provide fact-based evidence back to the judge or magistrate.
Most importantly, we have a no eject, no reject policy, so you and your family can rely on the services that our team of advocates provide to you and your family in the community. We welcome you to youth advocate programs here in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you.
I wanted to bring in that spirit of collaboration, working with the police department, with the school system, with the public defender's office, with the district attorney's office, with all of the nonprofit organizations and the for-profit organizations that are in our community to help our youth. And I wanted to work with our community as a whole to make a positive difference in the lives of all of our children. When we collaborate, we have one goal in mind, the goal that all of our children deserve to have an opportunity to be successful in our community.